Hello everyone. Today we are going to see a very important concept in SQL, that is window function. Okay, let's see what is window function. Uh, Before getting to that, we need to know what are aggregate functions. Aggregate functions are nothing but it will give a single value from a group of records, right? For example, if you consider average, it will be considering the average of group of people, right? I mean, it can be salary, it can be marks or anything. It will be returning a single value by collecting the data from group of people, right? If you can consider this as sum of, I mean, individual marks, right? For example, if you consider 10 people's marks, it will be like x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus and so on up to x10 and divided by total number of people, that is 10, right? If you consider sum means it will be considering summing of x1 comma, I mean sum, right? You can x1 plus x2 plus and so on plus x10, right? This means it will be returning a single value, right? Single value. At the same time, here also you will be getting a single value, right? And now similarly you can find min, like minimum of group of records, right? Now you will get a single value. Likewise max also, max of group of records, you will get a single value. Okay, now similarly if you want to find out count as well, it will be count of group of records. It can be anything, I'm just giving an example, so it will be returning a single value, right? For example, in a table we have more than 10 records. Then if you want to find out each of aggregate function, that will be returning a single value, but we are losing entire data, right? I mean, there could be different many number of rows or records, so we will be getting only a single value at single record, I mean single value only, right? So in order to not to lose all the data that we have available, then we will be using a window function. Now tell me, what is a window function? A window function which will be used to return a single value to each record without losing any records, right? So let's see how it can be. A window function, it returns a single value, or it will assigns a single value to each record by calculating, and this is the value which is calculated by considering all the remaining rows. Okay, I mean, there could be group of people, right? And for each it will be calculating by considering the group of records, not a single one. Okay, and to each record by considering, and that by calculating from group of records. Okay, I'm just giving an example for that. Okay, now tell me how it can be happen. It can be considered as an aggregate function, and for that we'll be adding some windowing. I mean, we'll be converting a aggregate function into a window function. How it can be? It can be like, if you use average and if you use overclass after that, then this aggregate function will works as window function. Now you are going to create, I mean you are going to mention how many windows that you want. It will be written inside, I mean you will be using partition by and then order by. These are the two classes that you will be using in this overclass. Okay, On the basis of this, that means partition by, it will be taking how many windows are there, I mean the collection of records. If you want to divide entire data of 10 records into two, then you will be dividing that on the basis of any department or anything. It will be having a two departments, then it will be 10 records will be divided into two windows, 5 or anything, any number. Okay, what I'm saying means this this is only aggregate function, as and when if you use overclass after aggregate functions, then this aggregate function will work as window function. Okay, if you have not mentioned any partition by or something, that will by default it is taking as one window function. Okay, now similarly you can use summing up, okay, or minimum. I mean, you will be writing whatever you want. I mean, average of salary, average of marks, average of anything, that average of sales. Like that, you will be writing any, I mean, required column in this aggregate function. Okay, whatever you want to find out, that will be writing in aggregate function. And if you write overclass after this aggregate function, then this will work as window function. Similarly, you can write anything, I mean required column. Okay, likewise you can find max also. Okay, at the same count also. Hope you are getting it right. See, as and when if you use overclass after aggregate function, then that aggregate function blocks as window functions only. Okay, now see what are the main, uh, majorly we call those or window functions means it will be assigning a single value to each record, right? Main window functions that we will be mostly using are rank, density, row number, and lead lag. These are the main window functions that we will be using mostly, and there could be having more, I mean entail or percentage something are there. Okay, but these are the functions that we mostly use. Okay, now let's see, go by one, let's go by one by one. Okay, now see what is rank. A rank is the number that will assigns to a particular record by comparison with a remaining all. Okay, but rank will be skipping as and when if we have a tie between employees of salaries, then the other rank after that particular rank it will be giving another rank, another number, not the same, I mean the following one. For example, there are three employees in an organization. For example, 1000 is the first one salary, and second one is 250, and 250 is third one. Assume there are four. Okay, now another one is 200. Now how it will assigns means, for example, 1000 is the top one. If you sorted in descending order, so that it will be in this order only. Then let's see the ranking. For 1000 it will be a 1. For 250 it will be giving 2. At the same time the same value, right? And this is a tie, so you have to give the same number, because of that is the same number. For the next one, for 200 it won't give a 3, it will be written 4. Okay, I mean, as and when if we have a tie between employees or anything, it will be skipping the rank, and that won't give the alternate number. That will give after one by. I mean, how many are there? This many is right. So it will no, it won't return 3. It will skip a value. I mean, this is if, for example, there could be anyone. I mean, one more is there, so it will be same thing. For example, if you consider 250 here. Okay, let's see, it won't return 4, it will return 5, because of this is a 2 3 4. Likewise it will consider and returning as 5, because of this is the 250 same value, it will be assigning a same number. Okay, now let's see what is the difference between dense rank. In case of rank, it will be skipping, right? You will see the same one, 250, 250, 250 and 200. Now let's see what will happen in Dane's rank. In Dane's rank, it won't skip any value, even if we have any ties between or ties among any employees or anything. Now let's see, one, two, two, two. For the next one, it will be returning as three only. It won't skip. Okay, likewise it will work. Okay, now row number. See, in row number, for even it is tie or not, no matter what, it will be assigning a distinct value to each record. Okay, it will be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Likewise, it will be returning a distinct value to each record. Okay, next lag. A lag function is used to find out the previous one's value. I mean, if you want to find out the previous employee salary who joined just before you, then you have to use lag. I mean, for example, if you want to find out the previous day sales, then you will be using lag function to find out the sales that are happen in just one day before or 2 days before. You will be writing all these things, and this will be returning previous values. Okay, by default it is 1 lakh. By default it will return one one preceding. Okay, I mean one day before by default if you have not mentioned anything separately. Or else if you have not mentioned anything, if there is no record previously, then it will take it as null. Okay, by default it will be null. If there is no previous record. Okay. At the same time, lead also works as the same, but it will return after. I mean, returning after values. Okay, by default, it will be the returning one after. I mean, following values. Okay, same. But in case of preceding, it will be a after. I mean, ahead. Okay, likewise, it will be. Okay, in the next session, we are going to see each in detail with practical. Okay, thank you for watching.